Hi, I'm Brandon with Velvet Box, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for our first ever online classes. During these uncertain times, Velvet Box would still like to provide you with entertainment and education, even from the comfort and safety of your own home. But remember that all Velvet Box locations will remain open for as long as possible. Alright, let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about 5 products that perfectly pair with the G-spot, alright? Starting with lubricant, because lubricant is the most important ingredient for all sex, alright? You're going to hear me say that a lot. Because even if you don't think you need lubricant and you've never given it a shot, you're missing out on a whole new world, okay? So we're going to talk about Wicked Toy Love today. Wicked Toy Love is a thicker gel lubricant. It's still water-based, but it comes out really thick and concentrated. And the reason for that is because a thicker lubricant, like a gel, is going to provide less friction, which makes it ideal for G-spot play and for anal play if you're interested in getting a little adventurous later. So, the reason why it's great for G-spot play is because, like you heard in class, the G-spot requires a lot of massage and repetitive motion. So with a thinner lubricant, that could cause a lot of friction, and you don't necessarily want that. So with the Wicked Toy Love, you're going to get a thick cushion of lubricant that's going to make everything super slippery and very comfortable. And the thing about lubricant is there's so many different types. Wicked Toy Love comes in both a warming and a cooling for an extra zing, all right? You get that extra stimulation going along with the slipperiness of the lubricant. Specifically, when we start talking about stainless steel products in a little bit, warming and cooling lubricants are great for temperature play with stainless steel and glass toys. Now, all 3 of these Toy Love products are water-based, and we're only going to talk about water-based lubricants today because we're going to talk about using toys. And you can only use water-based lubricants with you can only use water-based lubricants with sex toys. You do not want to use silicone lubricants with sex toys because you'll ruin your toy, and they're too expensive for that, all right? So, water-based lubricants plus sex toys equals good time. All right, moving on to the next product is the Intimate Earth Discover. So Intimate Earth Discover is a stimulant for the G-spot, all right? So it's a pump bottle. It's not a lubricant, so all you need is one pump, and onto your finger or your toy, insert the toy into the vagina and rub it against the G-spot, right? So it's going to create a tingling sensation similar to what you would experience from one of the Wicked Toy Loves from the warming or cooling line, right? But it's going to be a warming sensation, and it's going to be far more concentrated and intense than what you're going to get from a stimulating lubricant on its own. So they're great to use together. Get a little wet, get a little warm and tingly. Then when you're ready, you move on to the next thing, okay? The next thing is actually not a G-spot toy. It's the rabbit ears from the Rabbit Company. Sorry, the Lay-On Rabbit from the Rabbit Company. So what this does is stimulate the clitoris. Why stimulate the clitoris during G-spot play? Well, because the more turned on and aroused you are, the more likely you are to experience a G-spot orgasm. And since most people, or most clitoris owners, are turned on from clitoral stimulation more so than G-spot stimulation, you want to get started there. Plus, sometimes G-spot stimulation requires a lot of pressure, and that pressure may not necessarily feel comfortable in the beginning. But the more turned on you are, the more aroused you are, the higher your pain threshold. And what may have been uncomfortable in the beginning suddenly feels amazing because you're already more than halfway there from your clitoral toy. The reason I like this clitoral toy is because it fits in the palm of your hand just perfectly. And it's curved to shape your body so you can lay it directly over yourself to stimulate the clitoris. Plus, there's these 2 flexible tips, each with their own vibrator in the head, right? So you turn the toy on with the power button. You're going to get very quiet, very powerful surround sound vibration because you can slide the clitoris between the 2 ears here and go to town. Plus you get these really soft silicone ticklers here which feel amazing. This product here has a medical grade silicone tip, so it's non-porous and it's very easy to clean. Plus, it's a rechargeable toy. You plug the charger into the bottom of this, and you never have to worry about batteries. All right, so it's very easy to use, very easy to keep clean, and it has a 5-year warranty in case anything goes wrong with it. Next, we're going to talk about what I consider one of my favorite toys in the world. All right, top 5 favorite toys in the world. Been doing this a long time. That's the Enjoy Pure Wand. The Enjoy Pure Wand is a stainless steel G-spot or prostate toy. And I say G-spot or prostate because it can be used either or, and it's reversible. So, if you're a beginner just learning how to stimulate the G-spot, you might want to start off with the smaller tip here. It's nice and round. It's got this really dramatic curve here. You find the spot you're looking for by inserting the toy, hooking it up against the G-spot, and then rocking it back and forth, or left and right, or a combination of the two till you get to your place, right? Then once you're kind of used to how the toy feels, you might want to switch it over to the more girthy, rounded head. And on this head, you just the same. Insert the toy, nestle it up against the G-spot, and rotate the toy back and forth and front and back until you get there. So this particular toy here is fantastic, and it's so good at giving women a G-spot squirting orgasm that it actually has a nickname called the Juicer. And if you don't believe me, you can go to Reddit and read about it, and I promise you're gonna come in and buy one. So the thing that is, it's stainless steel, so it's gonna last forever. You can have that thing engraved and will it to your grandchildren, all right? It's worth it. So you're never gonna break it, it's gonna last forever, and it's so easy to use. Plus, it's reversible and easy to clean. Since it's stainless steel, it's completely non-porous. You can throw that thing in a dishwasher, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you use it or your partner uses it. It's so easy to clean and share. Now, the last product I'm gonna talk about is the WeVibe Chorus. So, if you've visited us before, you've probably heard me talk about the WeVibe Sync. Now, the WeVibe Chorus is the brand new version. So, it looks like this. Has a nice new case. Looks like an airwick for discretionary keeping. Take the lid off, and you have a very similar shape to what you've seen before if you've seen the WeVibe Sync. The biggest difference here is that it's a little bit longer, and it's got a more defined bump right here on the internal side, okay? That's going to help keep the toy in place. Another big difference is the remote control. So we used to have these very small remote controls, and now this remote control is a little bit larger, easier to hold on to, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Firstly, the WeVibe Chorus is a couples toy. It's a hands-free couples toy that's worn by the woman. So what you do is you adjust the toy using these two little joints to get just the right shape that you need. And once you have the right shape, you insert the toy into the vagina. So this part stimulates the G-spot, and this part stimulates the clitoris. You can turn the toy on with the button right here or with your remote control. Once you have the toy on and vibrating, it's going to stay hands-free. So you can have foreplay while also getting dual internal and external stimulation, as well as intercourse. So when you go to have intercourse, the penetrating partner will come in underneath the toy, which will push that G-spot vibrator up tighter against the G-spot, as well as vibrating along the shaft of your partner. Then you have your remote, which is a little bit bigger than it used to be. And the reason for that is because while you're enjoying yourself and you're getting there and things are going really well and you're almost there, you can grab your remote and squeeze it as hard as you can, and it's going to turn the vibration up with your squeeze. So you squeeze it and your vibration will go all the way to max. And the more you squeeze, the longer it vibrates. So you're cruising along the road, you're ready to get to your spot, squeeze the toy as hard as you can and you'll get there. Another really cool thing about the remote is that now let me tell you about the app. You can download an app to your phone for these toys. One of the problems they had in the past with the app was that if you're going to play underwater, which you can't because it's completely submergible, the Bluetooth function to your phone didn't work. But now, with the new remote, you Bluetooth to the remote control, not the toy. So whatever direction you send from your phone travels to your remote, and then the remote communicates to your toy because Bluetooth doesn't work underwater. So again, you set up your phone, you set up your remote. You control your toy from your phone communicates it to your remote control, and your remote control communicates it to your toy. And from the app, you can do all kinds of things. You can be anywhere in the world connected with your partner, as long as you're both connected to Wi-Fi and connected to the app. You can do wonderful things. You can create your own vibration patterns. You can set it to play with music. You can do all sorts of interesting things with each other. And WeVibes products, almost all of them have Bluetooth capability. So if you are going to engage in a little Skype sex and share each other's sex toys, you can play with each other from no matter where you are in the world. So that's the WeVibe Chorus. It's the upgraded version of the WeVibe Sync with a lot of fancy new features, and it comes in 3 colors, pink, blue, and purple. All right, that's all I got. How do you like that?